What was it like those first few years? Tell me some of the initial acts that you brought in, some of the initial experiences of what was it like to populate a destination that at its time, you know, just having something at 60 and, or 65 and 30 here, you know, that was a relatively new frontier just to have this whole intersection.
Yes, in fact, in our advertising, we used to say, some people it takes 40 minutes to get home from a show at Star Plaza Theater. For others, it takes all weekend. And it was basically a reference to the fact that we were a destination. You could come to the show and go home. Maybe it takes 20 minutes, 10 minutes. But if you want, stay overnight. Have dinner at the restaurant, take a hotel room, stay and see a show the following evening. So it was an unusual but a very unique concept, and that's what has kept us successful over the years. It was also interesting that back then, and this is throughout the country, but especially here at Star Plaza, where we might do 200 and some odd performances a year, an artist would be booked, such as a Tom Jones, or a Tanya Tucker, or the Oak Ridge Boys for that matter. They'd still perform here, but they would play for 8 shows, or Liberace, the exception to the rule, but would do three weeks. So that might be 24 performances. I think a month actually might be the record. Those days are gone. It doesn't happen anymore. The business is not the same. The business does not support that type of performance. So now it's more difficult in that we have to find entertainers that work one night, and you have to find more shows, as opposed to more performances by one artist.
What were some of those early artists that really enthralled you, that you were just, I can't believe they're on my stage?
Well, Liberace was huge at the time, did great business, but so was Donna Summer. And then going to some of the older acts like the Perry Comos of the world, Andy Williams, Kenny Rogers. But the building also had played, you know, Aerosmith and ZZ Top. So you saw some of the contemporary artists were here as well. Whitney Houston had played here. So it's exciting over the years to see artists that may have been opening acts at the time, even as recently as 10 years ago, maybe a little more, time's running away with me, but Rascal Flatts. So it's huge, playing arenas right now, but they were an opening act playing here at the theater.